What's good, everybody? I'm your host, Not Easy, and you're now tuned into the Nodcast, where I interview new, original, and different minds across different mediums. This is Season 2, Episode 2. Today, I'm joined by someone who truly needs no introduction in the scene. He's a visionary behind the lens, capturing the soul of the DMV and beyond. In every frame, he tells a story with rhyme or reason. Let's welcome the one and only, Shaughn.
What up, everybody? My name is Shaughn, and I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And I'm also a photographer. People know me for my photo work, my creative direction work, just over the years. And thank you for having me, bro.
No doubt. Pleasure to have you here.
Yes, sir.
So, you mentioned that you're a spiritual being having a human experience.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Why do you think we're here?
You said, why do I think we're here?
Yeah. And then you can ask, then you can answer, why do you think you're here?
I think that we're here to that's such a loaded question. That was a loaded intro too. It was just on my mind. I was like, you know what, let me not say what he think I'm gonna say. But
yeah, I didn't want to just be on the shallow end. We can get right into the deep end, just straight into it.
We jump right in the 12-foot part of the pool. Nah, man. I was always taught at a young age, just through different people I met in life and even people that I know now. We're all here to carry out certain missions. And I know for me, my mission is to make people realize how great they are and that they serve a higher power. And photography and videography and just media in general is just a medium and a vessel for me. For me to be able to get my message across. I've had several mentees in the past who may have been in certain areas of their life, and I kind of pushed them to maybe pursue photography full time, to help tell their story, to help inspire people. And I think since the beginning for me telling my story has never been something that I just flaunted, but it's more so been a thing that people came across, and I would hope that it would inspire them to do whatever they want in this life and to be able to make as positive of an impact that they can.
That's powerful. I do think we all serve a higher purpose, and I'm glad that you found yours, because when I first discovered your work, I was like, this person has a different eye for photography. Noticing some of the people that you work with over the years, what is something that you learned about photography that you could, probably get to somebody that's aspiring to get in that field?
Man, some things I learned about photography is that your work will only get as good as you work on yourself, right? My work got a lot better when I started to focus on myself and work on myself. I would say there was 3 shifts in my career. When I first started, and when I dropped out of college to pursue photography full time.
You dropped out of college?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
Word.
A lot of people don't know. And my story on how
another college dropout.
Crazy. Yeah, it was crazy too, man. This was back in 2016. I was in school. I went to Eastern Shore.
Okay.
I was there for 2 semesters, and on the following semester, my last day to check in to my dorm, I got the opportunity to shoot for Kanye West at the Capital One Arena.
What are the odds of that? College dropout shooting another college dropout.
Yeah, man, it was amazing. It was life-changing. So in that moment when I got that email, I can remember I was in a doctor's office, getting a checkup. I had no service, and I was just refreshing my email, and I got an email from Kanye's publicist at the time, and she was just we would love for you to shoot tonight. And I was probably 18, 19 at the time.
Were they familiar with any of your work?
I mean, yeah, bro, I was shooting a lot of concerts, and I was reaching out to a lot of people because at the time I read Paulo Coelho's. I might not have said his name right because I've never came across somebody that I've
Close enough.
How do you say his name? Please tell me.
Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of said it right. Yeah, kind of. But when I came across The Alchemist, I read that at a very
it's one of my favorite books.
Pivotal moment in my life, bro. I was in college, and I was in the back of a bus, and I was taking pictures for my football team at Eastern Shore. We was at Coppin. So from Eastern Shore to Coppin, I read the Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and it just inspired me to listen to my spirit a lot more. And they talk about omens in the book, and I feel like me getting that email in the doctor's office when there's no service was like an omen for me. And it was like a moment where I had to choose, like, yo, do I want to go back to school or do I want to pursue photography full time? And I was like, yo, whatever I do, there's no looking back. Like, there's no looking back. Like, I'm gonna have to burn the boats. Like, there's no looking back. So, my dad, he drove me. He drove me to Capital One Arena. It might have been Verizon Center at the time. I'm probably showing my age, but it might.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it might have been Verizon. It might have just before it turned into Capital One Arena. And I remember my dad. We were on the way. He was like, "So, what you about to do about school? Like, this is your last day to check in. Blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yo, in this moment, I have to decide." And my dad, I looked at him. I was just like, "Yeah, I ain't going back."
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me, and I don't remember the exact words he said, but it was something along the lines of, "Yeah, your ass is going back to school, or you're gonna get a job. Cause what the fuck, what you doing right now? It ain't working." Yeah. And I remember telling him, I was just like, "Look, like, just give me a couple years, it's gonna make sense.
Right.
And if I'm broke, at least I'm gonna be happy."
For sure.
And I think at that moment, I decided to choose like my happiness and passion over anything else in life. Like in that moment, I made a decision that nothing in this life would suck me or drain me of any of my energy, or at least I would try my best to stay away from those things. Cause like I'm a pretty smart guy, but I was going to sleep in class when I was learning accounting. Like, I was failing math. I was like, yo, this shit ain't adding up. Like, no, thank you. Like, I gotta get up out of here. I love Eastern Shore. I love the support that I got at Eastern Shore too. Like, a lot of people, like a lot of the Greek life in Eastern Shore, they showed me a lot of love in my earlier days where I was just taking pictures of events. I had like a whole Facebook set up, and like I would get the pictures back to people the next day. And they would repost it, and they made sure everybody gave me photo credit on Instagram. Like, this is before the camera phones was like high quality. So like the pictures you was getting off this Facebook page was like
Razor flip phones.
The pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were the pictures. They was like, yo, these the best pictures you gonna get.
Yeah. I used to have one of those cameras too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get it. It's like
MySpace pictures and all that.
Yeah. So I had like a DSLR back then.
Okay.
I had a DSLR back then.
What was your first camera?
My first camera was a Nikon Coolpix that my mom and my
dad.
Had.
My mom had that too.
My mom and my dad. This was like 2009. Like, we bought this from the pawn shop. My mom and my dad, they used to go into this pawn shop. Like, we used to go into this pawn shop so much that like they started looking at us like family in that joint. Like, we would just be in there sometimes just looking at shit, just looking for shit to buy. I remember vividly when I was a child, my mom is my first she's my first inspiration to get into photography. Cause like as a child, I used to always flip through these photo books, and it told a story. It told a story that she didn't really have to tell me. I would ask her about certain people that was in the photo books, and she would be able to tell me about who was in these photo books after they after they passed, which drew me initially, I think, into photography. Just my mom documenting like our family in the 80s and the 90s, and not even just my mom though. Like, my family back then was just like a photo forward family. Like, it was just it was photo books at every house we went to. It was a thing. Like, there were photos on walls every house we went into. Same thing with my dad's side of the family. Like, there were photo books everywhere. I would say that was the first inspiration. My second inspiration was when my mom, like, before I could read and write for real, she used to take me into these record stores. Before I could read and write, I would just be looking at like just different covers for like vinyl, like different vinyls, different CD covers.
How the photos were taken.
Yeah, how the photos were taken.
Sidebar on that, vinyls had the best covers.
Literally.
I personally still collect a lot of records now because as a producer, it's like I just like to flip records every now and then.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just look at the records and I'm like, yo, why don't they have album covers like this anymore? Yeah. Nobody puts that much effort into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look at the Earth, Wind, and Fire records. Crazy.
Even like as a child though, like I knew I would be doing something in music. I got older and I tried to make music. I tried to rap and it just didn't work. It didn't fucking work.
Now imagine that. Shaughn Cooper, the MC.
It didn't work, man. It didn't work. The closest I'll probably ever get to making music would probably be producing, because all I do is listen to samples like all day.
My guy.
All day, bro. Like I love like the history of music. Like I remember the first time I heard Lupe's Tetzel and Youth.
Yeah.
I looked up immediately that Cortex sample. the October
I have
Oubre.
that vinyl.
Yeah, it's like I looked it up and I played that joint from front to back so many fucking times, bro.
That's probably one of the most sampled vinyls in hip hop.
Literally, bro. Literally. I'll be surprised in 30 years if they don't reissue no more of those vinyls that we still got them because they might be fucking scratched up because they all getting played.
Well, I got one, so they're going to have to get it from me.
There we go. There we go.
I might have to put that on eBay or something.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful, like, music is so beautiful, bro. And I think that's another reason why I got into photography. And my third wave of what got me even more into like pop culture and photography is just the blog era. Like at the time, this is probably like, I'm in middle school, bro. It's probably like 2010, and I would be like on Tumblr and like Two Dope Boys, like just listening. Like I heard "Bastard" by Tyler Creator when it first came out. I heard "1999" by Joey Badass when it first came out.
That was a special moment in hip hop, man.
Literally, Triple X, Danny Brown.
I miss it.
Literally, bro. Like, could you imagine waking up? Like, I don't think that we'll ever get another era like that anytime soon, right? Because like I used to get up before I had to get up just to get on my computer to see what mixtapes dropped for that day. And I would just be listening. Like, I would just stream it on Dat Piff.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, okay, this sound good. I'm going to just download this and pray that I'm able to sync it over to my iPod Nano in time for me to listen to it on the bus while I'm going to school.
Right. I think also what made that era so special is that some of those mixtapes were better than the albums that were coming out.
Literally.
Like that was when Lil Wayne was in his prime. He was dropping Dedication series.
Literally.
Right? They had Wiz Khalifa dropping Kush and Orange Juice. It was a moment.
Literally.
For me, like that was also one of the eras that inspired me to start producing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a great shout out to the blog era, bro. Like even Currency is like another inspiration of mine for photography, right? Because the older I got and when I started to listen to Currency more and more in like 2014, 2015, it wasn't about the weed smoking for me because I don't do drugs at all and I've been around drugs my whole life. Like I don't smoke no weed, I don't drink, I don't do anything. It was more so the work ethic that drew me towards Currency. And I remember vividly, it was a video with him talking. He was just like, you want this Rolls Royce Benz? You either got to go to sleep at 5 a.m. or you got to be waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to work really hard if I want that Rolls Royce Benz. Fuck. So that's another inspiration for me. It's just like the hip hop blog era and then my work ethic. A lot of my work ethic comes from Currency. Like, as crazy as it sounds, like my mom and my dad definitely inspired me for work ethic. But Currency was putting out at one point a mixtape a month for like years straight, and it'd just be fucking heat, like just flamers.
Jet Life, that entire collective, they were dropping everything.
And the best thing about his music was that he rapped about what he lived.
He was authentic.
He was authentic. He was his authentic self, right? Which is what made Gordon Parks one of my favorite photographers, because Gordon Parks always captured what was in front of him.
That's true.
Same thing, which is why like it's all linked. Like I think I'm more so passionate about transparency than I am about photography. I'm more so passionate about people than I am about photography.
Right.
And just the process of just being transparent and openly transparent, whether it's on video, whether it's on film, whether it's through literature. Like I always was drawn towards transparency and people being personable.
Let me stop you there. So you mentioned Gordon Parks, and he was a pivotal photographer during that civil rights era. Has any of your work been inspired by what's going on with the current events going on in the world, like with the recent politics, administration, things of that nature?
I would say not as much, because as of lately I've been in a different, I kind of been to myself lately. Like a lot of people, they probably pick up on it, but I'm not really out too much anymore. Because like I realized at a moment, I would say probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago, man, I realized that I was showing people more love than I was showing myself. So I had to kind of like step off for a second.
Yeah.
I had to step off for a second and just take care of myself better.
As you should.
But I feel as though Gordon Parks, he inspired me for a lot of my earlier work, because I documented a lot of my friends. Like when people see me taking pictures of R.A. Lennox, when people see me taking pictures of Alex Vaughn, like, no, these is like my older sisters. Like This is me just documenting them in a similar fashion of Gordon Parks. Now my future work, I would love to like, because I've been deep diving on his work a lot more.
Yeah. Like
the stuff that he did with the black Muslims, the stuff that he did down south with Life magazine. Photojournalism essentially, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been more passionate about recently, which is why I haven't released anything I've done. because also I want my work to live outside of a backlit screen, you know? Like I want my work to be able I want people to see my work physically before
Outside
they
the
see
algorithm.
it before they see it digitally, instead of them seeing digitally first
Yeah.
and then they see it physically second, right? Because I shoot to print. Like I shoot to print. I don't shoot to just have my stuff put on an algorithm and you scroll past it, and you know some people they come back to my page to see some of my past work, but I want every person that sees my work for it to be intentional for them to see my work.
That's real. And with the recent changes in social media, I noticed now that with all the AI slop that's been going on, pictures aren't necessarily real anymore. A lot of people are using filters. Some of the pictures that you even see are not real people.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I can't keep up, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't keep up. I'm aware of it, but I'm also just in my own bubble. Like I'm working on like 2 solo exhibits right now. Like I'm in my own bubble. Like photography is very much alive. Like print is very much alive. And I feel like I'm more so working on legacy work, right? Like I'm working on legacy work. For one, I need to be able to do a solo exhibit this year because I need my grandmother to be able to see my work blown up, because she was one of the people that opened her door for me when I dropped out of school and she took care of me. You know what I'm saying?
So you like paying it forward?
Yeah, pretty much. Like just so she could see, like, yo, all them years where I slept on your floor and I slept in bed, I slept on the floor with you. You know what I'm saying? Like all them years is gonna pay off, and this is the byproduct of that. Like I pulled up on her when I printed out the picture of the grills, and I showed her personally, like, yo, this is what I've been working on for the last decade and a half. Like I'm working on a way for you to be able to see the work. Cause my grandmother, she like 89 years old, bro. She not on Instagram. She not on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like she don't do none of that.
Right.
She don't do none of that. She just play Candy Crush on her tablet. Like, and she barely be wanting to even do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to make sure my grandmother can see my work while, you know, while she here. So she can see like her investment. She can get in return on her investment, like with her investing. Like just me living on, like just living her space for free, like as a college dropout, like, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Like even when I lost my mom, like I really didn't have a place to well, I had places I could stay, but I chose to stay with my grandmother with my dad, and it's like they let me stay there for free. Like I feel like it's only right for her to be able to see my work physically because she can't see it blown up on a phone, you know?
That's good. I think it's also important for us to just like create work that's going to outlive us. And you can't really do that on social media because at any given point it could be removed. There could be some kind of compromise with the data and it could be deleted forever. So I think archiving it is important. How has your work been able to inspire anybody in the next generation? You mentioned that you have your grandmother that you want to show your work to, but is there anybody else that's younger than you that you want to possibly inspire with your work?
Shit, everybody that's younger than me.
Okay.
I want to inspire everybody that's younger than me. I want to inspire everybody that's older than me. Like, I want to inspire anybody that come across my work. That's always been the goal, right? Like, I feel like our journeys are not necessarily linear.
Right.
I feel like we're all at different parts of our journeys, but it's more of a circle than it is a straight line, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have a mentee right now that even inspires me. He inspires me to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I may be further along in my career. He may think my work is better than his, but he's inspiring me.
Right.
He's inspiring me in ways, you know? Like, I feel like my work is the best work that I've ever done. Like, the work that I have now is the best work I've ever done. Not because I think that everybody else would think that, but because I think that. And I think that the work that I'm going to put out over the next, like, year and a half, 2 years is going to inspire people to want to be more intentional with their work. Because I feel like a lot of the times, right, we went through a phase on Instagram where like photographers was just shooting celebrities just to shoot celebrities.
By the way. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's that.
Yeah, you've been out the way, but they still doing that.
That's that, you know? But like, I went through a very shocking phase in like 2018, 2019, where I was just like, is my work really good, or is just the people that I'm shooting really good?
Yeah.
It made me think. It made me think because I felt as though I wasn't going hard enough after a while. When I was looking, I really sat down because people don't tell you. It's weird, right? People don't tell you that if you take the compliments personal, you'll take the criticism personal, right?
Yeah.
I was taking the critiques that I was making on myself personal, and I was beating my own ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super. People that know me, they know I'm super
Hard on yourself.
I used to be super hard on myself, right? I used to be really hard on myself, man. I still kind of am, but it's one of those things where like I'm not as I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Even though I am hard on myself, I don't take it personal, right?
Mm.
I just look at it for what it is. Like, okay, this is what I need to work on, right?
I honestly think that's something that's a part of the hero's journey. Like you mentioned the alchemist earlier, and a byproduct of being the hero in your life, quote unquote, is that you're your biggest cheerleader and you're also your biggest critic. So you just have to be level-headed in how you handle those critiques. But one thing you did also mention earlier was having somebody younger that inspired you. Yeah. I think that's important for this generation because so many people are attached to this idea that if somebody's younger than you, that they have to be like your YN or your little bro, and their ego attaches to that idea. But sometimes you can have a mentor that's younger than you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have to necessarily have a protege. But speaking of which, do you have any proteges? Do you have anybody that you're taking under your wing?
I mean, yeah, I got a lot of people, bro. Like, I mean, I don't really look at them like that. But anybody that know me and they know me personally, like, I feel like another goal of mine that I set for myself when I did drop out of college was for every person I touch and every person I come across, for me to change their life completely. Mm-hmm. That's been a goal of mine ever since I was a child, ever since I lost my mom. Because the way how my mom changed my life by not only having me, but just being present, right? I take that same method to everybody I meet in life, even my God families, bro. I got like 5 God families, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, I ain't the most religious person, but I am spiritual, right? I'm more spiritual than I am religious, right? I got brothers that's Muslim. I got sisters that's Muslim. I got brothers and sisters that's Catholic. Like, don't none of that get in the way though. Yeah. Don't none of that get in the way though, because like, I let my spirit guide me. Right. I let my spirit guide me. I let my higher self guide me. And I think for me, a big thing is just whenever I come across people, whenever they got a question for me, just tell the truth. Right. Just give them the whole answer, because we got this thing where we give people half answers and we give them half truths. And I think for me, I'm really big on just making sure, like, anybody that you know, they say they ask me something, either I tell them I ain't trying to talk to them right now because I'm overwhelmed, or I'll give them a straight answer. Yeah. I'll give them a straight answer, no chaser, like just straight.
I've been on the burning end of that before because I tend to be a straight shooter too. Yeah. And so if I'm too honest, it's not always received in the best way, and I can catch the heat for that. Has there ever been a moment where like you've done or said something with the honest?
Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, you can't cook no chicken with cold grease though, bro.
You can't.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, bro, it's unfortunate, but in some of the stuff I've told people say I'm mean, but whether it's a year, whether it's 2 weeks, whether it's a month, whether it's the next day, you're like, yo, you know what? You was right. And ain't nobody ever put it to me like that.
How was it delivered to them? Was it delivered in a Brashly. See, that's where I think the issue was, because I also realized that it's not always what you say, just how you say it. You know what I mean?
It's something I'm working on.
That's also something I'm working on.
It's like, you seen Whiplash?
I have not.
You gotta watch Whiplash. Whiplash is a wild movie.
What is it about?
Whiplash is about, he's a composer, right, at a school. He meets this kid, and he sees so much greatness in this kid that he pushes him beyond his limits. But he becomes the most talented. I think he's like I ain't seen it in a minute, but he becomes the most talented at his instrument. He becomes like the most talented. Like, but it's like he pushes him to the limit where it's like they have like a recital, and dude is like, if you're not there by 12:01, that's your ass. Dude flips his car, gets in a car accident. I'm spoiling it. You probably had to cut this part out. But it's a really fucking good movie.
It kind of reminds me of Drumline.
It's worse though.
Oh,
it's worse, boy. It is worse. He damn near hitting these motherfuckers. Like, when I watched that, I was like, yo, God made me watch this to show that I got something I need to work on.
Yeah.
When you watch it, like if you get a second today, watch that train. Just let me know what you think. It's like one of my favorite movies ever, next to No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
But
more on that later, by the way. I got to get into films.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm a film buff.
Really? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men is like one of the best fucking movies ever.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best movies.
What makes it one of the best?
Because of how realistic it is. I don't want to spoil it, but the ending is very bleak and realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's very bleak and realistic, right? Look at the title.
Yeah.
It's not going to end well for old men. It's not.
It's not going to end well for us. We're going to be old men eventually.
I mean, it depends on what route you take, right? Like, I feel like it's going to end well for me, but I can't speak.
You're just going to throw me under the bus like that?
I can't speak. Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm going to be real with you, bro. I don't know how it's going to end for me, man. I don't know if it'll ever end for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the art lives on. That's probably some head ass shit that I just said. But it's like the art will always live on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's going to end for me. I think about how I thought it was going to end for me 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Me being, I probably shouldn't say this, but me being engaged at one point, then that fell through. Like, also, she's an amazing person. It just didn't work. Like, it just didn't work for us. But
all right, so I can interject on that because I think my development as a man has helped me to realize that everybody serves a purpose in your life, but it doesn't always last forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like the idea of it lasting forever, but some people are just for a season. That's okay.
I also learned at a really young age, and it's just me on here talking like it's just you and me. Like, it's like, bro, I learned at a really young age that you can't own it. You can't own people. You cannot own people.
You can't. You can experience them, but you can't own them.
You can experience them. So with me going to Red Box, and it's like them taught me lessons about that. Me having to return a movie at the end of my trial period, and then me having to pick up another one. It taught me lessons about that in the relationships that I have with everybody I have in my life.
Right.
For me to enjoy the experience while I have access to it. And then once I don't have access to it, not being upset because now it's a memory and I own my memories till I can't remember them.
Yeah.
So me being engaged, it taught me a lot about myself, and it forced me to grow, as a person. Like, it forced me to grow as a person. It was a very painful experience, right?
Yeah.
It was a very painful experience, but it was one of the best. It was probably the second best painful experience that I've been through in my life. It was the second best.
And that's the best way you can approach it. Like, sometimes the most painful things are the most pivotal things. We can be inspired by it just by how we respond to it. But going back to films, because for me, I've been watching movies ever since I was in diapers.
Yeah.
And I've taken the time to also start working on my own animated films.
Fire. Congrats to that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have any aspirations to eventually jump into that as well? Like movies, directing?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Not at the moment. Man, I'm so focused on...
Only photography?
You know what? I lied. All
right. Fair enough.
I lied. I probably will one day. No time soon, no.
Yeah.
I'm 28 right now. Maybe when I'm in my 40s.
Y'all heard it here first.
Maybe
let's see if he actually does this.
Or my 50s or sooner. Who knows what life will take me. Be making these plans, boy, and I be getting the shit beat out of me, and I be having to go to other plans. I be having to make other plans to make it all make sense. Man.
Before we got on air, you were talking about your car collection, how it's been beating your ass.
Yeah.
It's an expensive hobby.
It's been spanking me, boy. That LS400, I just changed the MAV sensor. Now I think it's the ECU that's fucking up. Then I found out the gas is getting read incorrectly. So now I got to get me another fuel gauge. All after I painted it and I bought 3-piece rims for it. The rims cost more than the car. I'll say this is probably the worst I've been with money. Fucking with this car, boy.
Any dream cars that you planning to get soon?
Soon?
Yeah.
I would say the soonest I would get a dream car, I would say probably the soonest car I would get would be a Land Cruiser.
Land Cruiser.
Any Land Cruiser, bro. But I love my Hilux so much. Man, that I don't see myself ever getting another truck. Like, when the engine goes out in this car, in this truck, I might fuck around just buy another engine.
That's ambitious.
Yeah, man. You know how you ever watch Star Wars? You've seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
So them pilots, they be having their ships. And they just don't be fucking changing their ships. They be going from planet to planet in the same fucking ships. And they be getting them worked on at different mechanics at different planets and shit like that. That's how I feel about my Hilux. Like, I feel like that's like my Death Star. Not my Death Star per se, but it's a smaller ship.
Right.
It's like the ship that the Mandalorian drives. You know what I'm saying? It's like the ship that he takes off in. You know You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy in that Hilux, boy. Like, I done been through some shit with that Hilux, and it's gotten me out of some shit.
Okay.
Like,
so you got a toxic relationship with it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it treat me well though. It treat me well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do all the
can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Pretty much, man. I'll say out of all the cars I got, that Hilux is the only one.
Yeah.
It's the only one that just hasn't given out. That and my little green, my little putt, my little green Beetle. I got like a 96 200 SX that I was driving in a fucking Land Rover, a 2022 Land Rover Defender, smacked the shit out my front bumper. It was still running though. I rolled up the back bumper. No, I rolled up the front bumper and I put that motherfucker in the back seat. And I was like, fuck it. Like, that joint was still rolling, bro. That joint was still driving like nothing happened to it.
Does it need any cosmetic surgery?
Of course, motherfucker, the whole front bumper. The whole front bumper and the passenger side head, like, is missing.
Sheesh.
But I was driving that. I was pushing that little motherfucker. It go. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3-cylinder. You need a 3-cylinder in this economy when you paying $6 a gallon for some fucking gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need a little 3-cylinder. You need a little putt.
You have to get yourself a EV.
You hear that? EV.
Yeah, man. EV. Electric vehicles, man. That's where it's at now. Listen, I know everybody likes the hum of the engine, and
yeah,
I get it, man and machine. However,
I feel like
EV is where it's at.
I feel like if I were to get an EV, it's because I got a family and my wife needs something reliable.
There's sports EVs.
That's cool, but I like to hear my shit.
I get it.
I like to hear my shit. I like to smell it. I like to red line my shit and soot come out my
you like
exhaust.
the Sanford and Son trucks is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty
interesting. It all makes sense now.
But nah, I'm a JDM guy. Because they're a little bit more reliable.
For sure.
And you get a bang for your buck with JDM. Like with Lexus, you get leather seats. You get the fucking steering wheel that comes out and it goes back. And when you start it, it boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. Japan has an amazing car culture too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went, I saw some pretty dope cars over there.
The day I get a Tesla or something like that.
Do not ever get a Tesla. If you get a Tesla, I'll probably never talk to you again. What do you suggest for EV? What do you suggest? I would suggest a Porsche.
A Porsche? An EV? Yeah. You know what? That might actually make a little bit more sense because Porsches are pretty expensive to maintain. Yeah. Because of engine components. So see, now you see what I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Like anything that's a luxury car, essentially, you can get an EV equivalent because it's not going to cost as much to maintain. I feel you. It's just something about it. I think I'm gonna be that one guy in like 2060 that has a fucking that has that 94 Hilux that's running diesel. I'm gonna be that one guy at the pump paying like probably 50 cent when oil's like $20 a fucking gallon. We're gonna see. Right, yeah. They already got a monopoly on that joint now, but that's a whole other conversation. Yeah. I hope they figure that shit out, boy. Yeah. I filled my shit up the other day. This is like my third time filling up since, you know what I'm saying, I've been going kind of crazy. Yeah. And I don't even look at the shit. I don't even look at it. I drive off. I don't even, do you want your receipt? I don't even answer. I don't even want to look at it, bro. It's disgusting. You might have to figure out a different source, man. Get some water in that joint. You know what? You know, some diesel joints you can put oil. I think you can put corn oil or some shit in them. Yeah. Or like vegetable oil. So, but that might fuck around be even more expensive. We gonna figure it out, man. We gonna figure it. I think we gonna be all right. That'd be my thing. I'm really good at when people around me going crazy, just tell them that we gonna be all right. Cause for one, I feel like I'm not as absorbed into like the world that's going on around me because I'm so absorbed in my world and like the projects that I'm working on. So I'm kind of I be oblivious sometimes, but I be knowing. A lot of my little homies, they be putting me on to what's currently going on and just trying to make sure that. And I'm talking like I'm 50. That's the crazy part. I'm talking like I'm 50, 60 years old. But like I really just be in my apartment, just like reading or like studying, or I be at like MLK library, like just studying. Like I love that place. I love libraries, bro. Same here.
Yeah, I'm usually out the way myself doing research, but it's kind of the opposite. It's like I'm aware of so many things that's going on that it's kind of overwhelming because I don't have much people to talk about it with.
That's my biggest fear, right? When I know too much and I'm overwhelmed with my personal life and with what I know about what's going on outside of my personal life. And I'm just sitting here like, and it's just, it just be like,
I'm on my own. I'm so
super
lonely.
depressing. I'm just having fun until I have a kid. When I have a kid, okay, that's when I put on the hat to know everything and
some little Shaughn Coopers running around.
Hopefully, I do have a son, man, so he can take my last name and my first name, and he just be a Jr. That's like a dream of mine, but yeah.
Word. Okay, so for photography, let's go back to that for a second. Name the person that you dream of shooting and the type of shoot that you want to shoot with. Editorial, portrait, what?
You know, my dream will honestly be to document BTS of a
K-pop man?
Huh? K-pop?
Yeah.
I feel like no, but I feel like that'll be fire. You just added that to my list.
Okay.
I feel like K-pop.
Because you said like, BTS, that's what I was thinking about.
No, like behind the scenes.
Okay.
Behind the scenes. Hey, yo, you're nutty.
My bad, bro.
You're nutty.
The way my mind works, I'm like thinking about 50 different things at once. So,
nah, you good, you good. Yeah. But you know what's funny? You ain't. Anytime I do say BTS, people do be like K-pop.
Yeah,
I just be like, no.
Most people don't say BTS; they say behind the scenes.
Fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. You know, and I also realize that, but I just be like, yo, just learning different languages. I'm like, yo, why we be saying so much just to say a little?
That's a fact.
Like, just say BTS. People should just know behind the scenes, like
more or less.
I learned like
if you go to like Asia and you say BTS, that's the first thing they gonna tell you.
Granted, but like when I was learning Taekwondo and we was counting to 10, it'd be like Hana, Do, Set, Net, and it's like it's easier to learn because it's just
one syllable.
Yeah. It's just one syllable. And it's just like, damn, it's a lot easier to learn. But I would say like my dream would be just to be like documenting like dope movie sets, like anything Ryan Coogler, like Jordan Peele, like just being the guy on set that's known for just being amazing at documenting like the set of like a Sinners while it's being filmed and like just getting those like those intimate moments of like just different cast members in between takes. Like that's a really big dream of mine, and just traveling the world and just being able to like document the world, right? And like also like some editorial stuff with Nike, some editorial stuff with Under Armour, which I did recently. I shot some editorial stuff with Under Armour recently too.
How did that go? What was that process like for you?
It was dope, man. Like my bad. It felt authentic. It felt authentic, man. The whole team over at Under Armour, like shout out to Mel, shout out to Jacob, shout out to my agent Ashley. Like she's been in my corner. She's been putting me on to a lot of stuff and just expressing. Like she's just been opening my mind to just so much more, bro. Shout out to Justin too from Afrovisualism. Like, bro, I don't know. In the last year, I've really surrounded myself around people who are like who do what they do extremely well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that process for Under Armour, it was a very authentic process because like I was able, like, yo, Mel and Jacob, they was just like, yo, just
do what you want.
Just do what you want. Yeah. It's the budget. Just do what you want. Here goes some free gear too.
Yeah, that corporate bag is different.
And they fucking pay. Yeah. They pay you to do that. Bro, it's a dream of mine. It's like, when I was younger, I was like, yo, I love this photo shit so much that I'd pay to do it.
That's important.
So when a motherfucker paid me just to do what I wanted to do, that's when I knew I was blessed, bro. When I made my first $60 off of like a photo shoot, bro, that's when I knew, bro. I was like, damn.
Oh, that's when I had the red pill. Because when I sold my first beat for like $50, I was like, oh, this works.
Yeah.
This is a thing.
Like, you telling me, okay, if I do this 1,000 times, I can make 600,000 off of, damn.
The numbers started clicking in my head.
I'm like, okay, damn, I can actually do this. And it was just so amazing because at the time, for me, I'm a guy that if I see somebody else doing it, especially if they close to me, it's done. I can do it too. So when I was younger, I fell in love with Jabari Jacobs' work. He's from PG.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's from PG. Jabari, please don't kill me. I don't know where you from for real. I gotta actually sit down and have a conversation with you. He be showing love though.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in high school, I used to look at his work, the work he did with the internet, like the different covers he did. I think he worked with Pink Sweats at one point too. Like I was like, yo, this shit is fire, and he's doing this for a living. I'm like, yo, I could do this shit too.
Yeah.
I could do this shit too, man. And that's what turned me up for real, for real.
I haven't seen his work before. Maybe I have. Pink
Yeah.
Sweat?
I think he did some work with Pink Sweat. So
Okay.
he worked a lot. Like when I first found out about his work, he worked a lot in the industry with like entertainment.
Okay.
Man, yo, his work was just amazing. Like his work, he not only the people he captured was not only dope, but his work was dope.
Yeah.
Like his work was amazing, bro. His work is amazing. Like his work is amazing, man. And just like Cam Kirk, like just finally like being
I've seen
able
Cam
like
Kirk's work.
bro, finally being able to get my flowers from him, like as of lately, like
That's
it's
tough.
crazy. Like even when I was a kid, bro, even when I first started, I remember I took this picture of Shy Glizzy, and like I commented, I was just like, yo, this picture inspired by Cam Kirk, and I think he just like commented like the flame emojis or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, like this is tight. Like these are people I looked up to that made me realize that this shit was possible. I could do this without anything but this, right? Like I could put together a big body of work, and I could put together work that people would not only love, but I'll also love as well.
What are some things that you look for when you're taking a photo? Like, is it the emotion? Or are you trying to tell a story? Are you going for like a certain mood? Like what's some of the things?
I mean, it honestly depends. It depends, right? Like I would say as of lately, storytelling forward. And like I would look at composition second, also emotion. Like who am I photographing? Like I photograph people better when I know them a little bit better, right? Like there's a reason why like Ari, like I take some of my best photos with her, take some of my best pictures with Alex.
Yeah.
Cause I know them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why when I was shooting events and I was doing like 30 events a month, like I was able to capture people here in DC because I'm from here, right? My family's from DC. I grew up in PG, but it's like the people here in DC, they took me in like I was family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've had conversations with these people, like, and I just got to know these people. I just got to know these people here in DC, like people similar to yourself. Like I feel like, bro, we've been trying to have this podcast for
a minute now.
And we finally get into it. But between now and then, we've had conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't just me coming here and just being like, hey, my name is Shaughn and I'm a photographer. And
So
this
tell me
is what
about
I want to
yourself.
present. Yeah, this is what I want to present to y'all. This is what I'm working on. And this is a conversation. This is a real conversation between two real people.
Facts.
It's like what Kanye said. He said, I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me. The drama, people suing me. Damn. It's like you realize his work, his music is so good because he just fucking telling the truth.
Right. He's just talking like it's just
like
you and him.
I was showing one of my mentees when he was like, man, George Bush don't like black people. When he said that shit on TV and Mike Myers was right there, and he was just like, you could tell when he stopped reading off the Jumbotron.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Mike Myers was like,
even Chris Tucker, he was like, what just happened?
Literally, but look at Ye now. It's like people call him crazy, and it's hard to be a Kanye fan, honestly, in 2026.
Very.
But I'll say that
fighting for my life.
Yes, he's always told his truth. It ain't got to be the truth.
Right.
It's his truth.
That's a fact.
And that's all that matters. He's the closest. He's the closest we'll ever get to Michael Jackson.
I agree.
He's the closest.
That's not even a hot take. I agree. I think for him, he's the boldest, most courageous, and iconic artist that we have in this lifetime.
And I tell people, man, it's a certain knowledge of self that you have to have for you to move so boldly.
Yeah.
Right? Because my mentee the other day, I told him, I said, you got to stop having hope and start having faith in yourself and what you're doing. And he was like, what's the difference? Hope is in man, faith is in God.
Right.
God is in yourself. Have faith in yourself.
Yeah. Faith is what you can't see. Hope is what you can see.
Literally. Right? I'm telling him, like, yo, you think that it's a physical battle going out here in your life. It's a spiritual battle you can't see.
This is why I think Kanye is so important, because he's doing a lot of spiritual work. Like, he's doing God's work. So many people think that, Kanye is just like saying anything that comes to mind. I don't even think it comes to his mind from, you know, just saying whatever he feels like is important. It's coming from a higher place. You know what I mean? Like he's inspired to do these things because he feels called to do it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. He's the best at what he does because of how honest he is in his approach.
Right.
And I always tell people, it's like no matter where I'm at in life, I speak without fear because I have faith. I don't need nobody to do what I'm trying to do.
You don't need to approve of anybody either.
I don't need to approve. If God sent me here to do this, it's gonna get done. You can't get in the way with God. You can't get in the way of God. Right. You can't get in the way of God. And I told my dad when I decided I wanted to drop out. I said, "Look, Dad, this may sound crazy, but God is talking to me, and it's in a language. It's not a language that you can understand. It's not Swahili. It's not English. It's not Spanish. It's some shit that only I can understand that y'all will understand in due time, right? It's some shit that y'all will only understand when y'all live it backwards. This is a message tailored for me, and I think that that's the importance of my work and why I'm here is just trying to just express that to people. When you feel certain things, go with it. Like everything ain't gotta be logical, right? Everything sometimes it don't make sense, but it makes sense in the future, right? Like
it doesn't make sense now, but it will later.
Literally, like I get times where even I call people and I'm just frantic because I'm getting messages to pass along to them. Like it happens to me. It happens to me sometimes, right? And it's happened to me for some time now. Where like I get messages just to tell people they could be going through some shit, and I just tell them like, yo, like I don't know who's telling me to tell you this, but you're gonna be straight. And I affirm certain things for them that they didn't even know. Like I wouldn't consider myself as a medium or somebody. I wouldn't even consider myself as that. But it's just vibrations for me. Like I just get, it's like Morse code. Yeah, it's like Morse code. It's like it ain't really words to explain it. It's more of a vibration. And I can try to interpret it through words, but
well, you can't because energy is a first language. You know, you can always feel the energy, but you don't necessarily have to explain it. Literally. Wrapping up in a few minutes here, so I wanted to close it with some more thoughts on just like, you know, the next generation and what they can take away from this interview. You know, oftentimes when I interview guests, I like to like tell them like any last words, but I wanted it to ask you if you had any questions for me. And then how I could like flip it back to you.
Word. My question to you, right? This may be technical, but I was just curious. Like, what's the schedule for this joint? Like, are you recording like every month, or that's my question.
So originally, what I had in mind was every month, and I noticed that the way that other people's schedule work, it's just probably not going to be as consistent. So now it's more so like bi-monthly. And I try to make things happen in between that time. But yeah.
My second question, how you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized?
Fried or fertilized? That's crazy.
No, it was a joke. Look, I had to end it on a light note.
Question.
I had to end it on a lighter note, bro. That's the Lawyer Squad. I had to end it on I feel like that was a very heavy conversation. Whoever listens, if you made it to the end of this, shout out to you. This is a very heavy conversation for me.
Sometimes you need something heavy.
I might fuck around and take a nap after this. That's how heavy this shit was.
Sometimes you need something heavy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think.
How you like your eggs?
I'm vegan.
Oh. Damn. So you don't be eating any of that?
Nah, man. I'm vegan.
What do you eat?
Man.
Like what's your usual diet?
Man, as of lately, I've been loving seaweed lately, randomly.
Seaweed.
I fuck with seaweed.
Ugh.
Fucking love seaweed, bro.
That sounds terrible.
Hey, look, my birthday coming up. If you want to get me something for my birthday, just get me a bag or a box of seaweed and I'm be all right.
Nah, man.
Nah, I love seaweed, bro. Seaweed, bro.
Not even tofu.
I stay away from that. I ain't gonna lie.
Why?
It's a little processed. I'm one of them vegans. Like I be trying to stay away from the processed food. I feel like as of lately though, I've been eating a lot of Chipotle.
Why?
Because it's a lot easy. Like I can see the food, I can put eyes on it, and also it's whole foods. So it's not like they putting like they not putting like I don't eat the tofu. I don't eat the soy joint that they got. I don't eat that. I
can't do soy.
Yeah, super good off that.
Right.
So Like I get the burrito bowl. No, I wouldn't even get. I'm lying. I stopped eating burrito bowls like probably like 8 months ago.
If you're gonna do burrito bowls, go to Cava.
I will say Chipotle. I get the 3 soft shell tacos with the brown rice. 2 of the tacos pinto bean. No, 2 of the tacos black beans. 1 pinto. Some days I switch it up, and then they say, oh, you want meat? What meat you want? I be like, I don't want meat. They always look at me like I'm crazy no matter where I'm at in the world. They be like, this big black man don't eat meat. And then I'll be like, yo, actually, let me just get fajitas.
Right.
I get the fajitas. Then, depending on how I'm feeling, I might go salsa verde. I might go hot salsa. Or I might just not do nothing, right? Like yesterday, I didn't do nothing.
Just make it plain.
But now after that, because when you get a veggie bowl, you get veggie tacos, you get free guac. So I get the corn salsa with the guac with the lettuce. And I get the salsa verde on the side. Get the salsa verde.
You have way too much specific details for me right now.
That's why I can't.
I never knew you can even do all these different variations.
This why I don't do Uber Eats. That's why I don't get my food sent to me because I be pissed. I be livid.
I bet they be pissed. They like, damn, all these different things.
When I get my shit, I be livid because they be fucked up.
I bet.
Also, I don't like to eat. I don't like to eat my food. I don't like to eat my food when I'm not sitting.
When you're not sitting. So you don't like to stand up eating?
No. I don't like to drive eating. I like to sit down and eat. I hate driving eating. I like to, so I'll go into a Chipotle and I'll eat in Chipotle. Yeah. Or I'll wait till I get home and eat. But like most of the time, I'll get a Chipotle and I'll probably eat outside if it's a day like this. If it's like an 80-degree day, I do that and I listen to like an audio book or something. And I just be eating Chipotle and just looking at it. You're really
just an old man in a young man's body.
I'm dead, man. I'm my mama's son. I'm my daddy's son, man. My mama and my daddy's son. But I feel like, I don't know, I've been really trying to pace myself as of lately. And I think that's been a real big part of it in the last year is just like not fucking rushing when I'm eating.
Word. Yeah. Enjoy the food. All right. Well, that was a lighter note for sure. It's been real. I appreciate your time, Shaughn. I think we were able to cover a lot of cool topics on this episode and look forward to working with you in the future. If y'all didn't notice, that thumbnail that I had in episode 1, he took that photo. So respect to him. At Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Planning on going back this year?
Man, they bring me back.
Okay.
I love what they do, man.
Bring them back, bro. I need more pictures. I need more.
What's good?
I need more content.
Fuck with me.
All right, Mr. Cooper. Not easy. This is episode 2 of the Nodcast. Signing out.
Peace.